Namaskarji. We continue the journey in the yoga. Crisscross your legs, open your chest, shoulder blades together, shoulders down, and close your eyes. Make a sankalpa for this practice. Inhale and very softly open your eyes. Get the right arm up, right palm on the left ear. Try to have your shoulders even and very carefully start to move with the right ear towards the right shoulder. Do inhale and very carefully let it go. And then the second side, left arm up, left palm on the right ear. Try to have your shoulders even and very carefully start to move with the left ear towards the left shoulder. Very carefully do inhale and come back to the central position. Sometimes when you are coming back with your neck, you may feel some tension in that side in which you had the muscles straightened. It is normal. Now, very carefully straighten your legs. And in this position, right heel as close as possible to the right sit bone. Try to make your knees as close as possible as well. Your palms will go behind your back like this. Open your chest and look up and close your eyes. And just breathe. If you feel comfortable, you may try to reach with your elbows the floor. Knees are trying to be touched, if you can, of course. If not, let it go. But very carefully, do not forget, if your hip joint isn't flexible enough, all of the tension will go to the knee. So right now you must feel the front side of the leg, quadricep. Very carefully do inhale, get to the palms and very carefully straighten your back, let go of the right leg and shake it. After such asanas, you may feel something in your knee, but it's quite normal as well. Just a little of the shake and it will let it go. Then change the side, left heel as close as possible to the left sit bone. Girls, don't forget to look beautiful, no cellulite. This is the perfect asana. Palms behind your back with fingers facing towards the body. If you were doing on one side like this, then on the second side you do the same. If you were staying on the palms, stay on the palms. If you were reaching with elbows the floor on one side, then you will do on another. And just enjoy. Now, very carefully, start to come back. First, your palms on the floor, if you were on the elbows. Then, very carefully, straight forward and let go of the left leg. Shake it a bit. For a few moments, we will stretch forward. Get the flesh of your sit bones. Try to sit on the sit bones. Both arms up, inhale, and with the exhalation try to straighten as deep as possible. It is very important because of the next asana, that is actually the main asana for today. We always try to do the best. That is why do not try to overdo. Our asanas preparing us for something deeper. This is the compensatory asana for the previous one, and at the same time it is stretching for the back for the next one. We are relaxing our knees because we will need them as well. Now very carefully start to get up and lay down on your back. Now bend the right leg first. I will show the end of the asana and 2 ways of getting into this asana. We start from laying down because some of us will not be able to do this asana. We try to make the right heel as close as possible to the right hip like this, and the left heel as well, and the knees together. But there are a few ways of getting into this asana, and the second one we will try, all of us. So we sit on the sit bone. We have the right heel as close as possible to the right sit bone. We have left heel at the same position, knees together. If you're able to do it, you may stay like this, you may not move anywhere else. If already you feel tension in your knees, do not try to prove something to someone. Get to your heels and sit like this, with your knees together, like this. If you're able to sit between your heels, then do it. First movement that we do, we have our palms behind our back like this, and palms facing the body. Then the second movement is we try to get our elbows on the floor. And the third, we try to lay down. And again, we may stay at any position that we feel is comfortable for us for today. So it's someday you may lay down, it's some you may not, it is okay. Just enjoy. We feel the stretch of the front side of our legs and a little bit of the knees. If you feel a lot tension in the knees, you must let it go. Do not try to prove something. Get your palms up, get your arms up, and try to move your palms facing the floor with the thumbs facing different sides like this. Your pinky are touching, and get it as high as possible on over your head, and look up and stretch. So it's like something moving your knees from you to one side and arms moving another. If you feel it is difficult to your arms, you may stay in this position with your palms on the heels, or in this position with your elbows, or in the beginning either are amazing. very carefully start to get from this asana, as well as you were coming into the asana, we are letting ourselves from it. Very carefully, if you were laying down, get to the elbows, then very carefully get to the palms, and the most difficult part is to straighten one leg and another, but do not straighten them totally. Let them bend it a bit, like this, with your tips of the finger behind your back, like this. We need the blood flow, so get to the heels with your toes facing up. All of the movements that we do actually are important. Each movement that we do. Never underestimate any movement. And from this position, lay down to your back with the bended knees. And my favorite asana. Get both legs up. They slightly bended. Arms on the side. And both legs go to the left. We try to make approximately same line from the right shoulder to the right hip, and in this position the upper leg will be shorter, and the twist itself means that we try to make it even, and it will be the stretch itself. Look to the right. Very carefully coming back to the center, and get the legs to the right, and the same, we try to have both shoulders on the floor. Look to the left side and try to stretch the left leg towards the length of the right, and it will be our twist. And now, very carefully, get the both legs up, hug them, move back and forth, side to side, and Shavasana. Try to lay down at least for 5 minutes, or with me. In the video it will be only 2. And just breathe. Very carefully start to move with your toes, with your fingers, and try to get up. Crisscross your legs, arms in Namaste gesture. We are saying words of gratitude to the teachers, to the students who are practicing with us. Namaste. Thank you for a nice practice. My amazing students, I am very grateful that you are here today with me. Put some likes under the video, and in commentary section below you may leave any comment. Any emoji will help me to grow as a channel. Have a great time of the existence.